Let's talk about repeating, cloning, and time traveling, and that sounds like a much more interesting sentence than this is actually going to turn out to be. Simply put, these are ways in which we can take an existing event and we can make a copy of it. We can throw it to a random point in the future, and we can also say, you know what, maybe this is a series of events that we're running. Make carbon copies on this day, on this day, on this day, on this day. So it's all very, very easy to manage. Let's imagine here we have our Gecko University information sessions, or rather, we don't have to imagine it because we can see it here. This is a multi-session events with sessions starting at different times and different workflows. Now, if you want to make a copy of this, very easy to do. This can be done from the events page or by clicking, as I have, into the actual event itself. We'll showcase both methods in just a moment, and clicking actions. Now, if I want there to be a carbon copy, maybe that runs the next day, but actually the next one starts at 10, we can just simply go into this event and say, let's clone this event. Now keep an eye on the URL, because at the minute the ID of this event is 4068. If we click clone this event, we can see we have a brand new event here. We've also added the word copy just to denote that, to make it a little bit easier to understand. Now, for this particular event, it was going to be running the next day, but also starting at 10. So how can we change that? Not by going to edit, we actually do this by time traveling the event. And what this does is it takes all of the start times of the sessions and it moves it relative to whatever times we choose here. So if we choose, in fact, let's do 10 a.m. that this starts on the very next day. We're time traveling the event. We've now moved it to the next day and starting at 10. And if you remember previously, it was actually quite quick. I should have dwelled on it a bit longer, but the first session started at 9 o'clock. Because we've cast this an hour into the future, the first session now starts at 10 and the next session starts at 11. So very, very easy to use, very easy to manage. And as you can see from the events page, you can do exactly the same thing. You can clone, repeat, and time travel. Now, what is repeating? How does that differ to cloning or time traveling? Well, basically, it allows you to do things en masse very easily. We can say this exact event starting at 10 a.m. I want this to happen again on Thursday. I want it to happen again on Friday, again on Monday, again on Tuesday, and it creates carbon copies of the event in every respect. All of the settings, all of the workflows are exactly the same. Thankfully, as we saw with this first example, any events that we clone do not pull over the attendees. So you get a completely blank slate that's identical in every way except the attendees aren't pulling over, which is absolutely fantastic. So put simply, it's a very easy way to be able to manage your events and to repeat them over a longer period of time.